All right, let's try something. I want you to imagine this with me. You don't remember the exact moment you were born, do you? Of course not. And, well, there's a really good reason for that.
See, it's because of this. You weren't born with memories. You were born with feelings. And that's exactly where our story, your story, begins. Not with something you remember, but with the very first thing you felt.
So let's go back, way back, before your eyes even opened, before you could make sense of shapes or shadows or anything like that. Your whole world, it was just pure sensation.
Think about it. The very first thing you ever experienced. It wasn't light. Nope. It was this gentle, protective darkness. A world with no sharp edges, no sudden sights to worry about. And it wasn't sound either. At least, not in the way you'd come to know it. There were no voices, no clatter from the outside world, just this deep, low hum that vibrated through your entire little body. No, the very first thing you truly felt was warmth. A soft, rhythmic, living warmth. It was the feeling of a heartbeat right there next to yours, telling you everything you needed to know without a single word. You're here, you're safe.
In the beginning, this is how you make sense of everything. Your world isn't something you see, it's something you smell. Milk, wood, dust, and that unmistakable scent of belonging. And get this, your whole universe, all the safety and food and comfort you could ever need, it all fits perfectly inside a single cardboard box.
But as you get a little bigger, your world starts to expand beyond that box. You begin to explore it on these shaky, unsteady little paws. And you find out pretty quick, you are not alone in it.
Soon enough, you meet a totally different kind of creature. It's enormous, it moves kind of slow, and it makes all these strange sounds you can't understand at all. But when its huge hand reaches down for you, your instincts, your gut, it tells you something absolutely crucial. This hand is safe.
And so, you start to learn how to move. You try to walk, and whoa, the whole world just sways and tilts. The floor feels completely unreliable under your paws. You stumble, you fall, but there's no shame in it, not one bit, because you figure out that falling is just another part of learning how to stand.
With every single step, you're basically mapping out your territory. And a really profound realization starts to dawn on you. This place, this isn't just a shelter. Oh no, it's something much, much more.
Your domain has everything. The high ground of the couch, the dense forest of the curtains, that perfect observation post right by the window, and of course, that sacred patch of sunlight that moves across the floor just for you. But maybe your most prized possession is the silence, something the humans don't always seem to appreciate. But in that silence, you can hear everything.
You learn pretty fast that living isn't about looking, it's about feeling. Your senses get sharper, and they start to extend way beyond just sight and sound into something, well, something far more intuitive.
It's like you know who's coming home before the door even opens. You can hear that specific jingle of their keys. You recognize the exact weight of their footstep on the porch. These are signals. You don't need to see the door, you can just feel that they're about to arrive.
And this empathy, it really extends to your giant companions. You can just sense when they're sad. Their voices change, their steps get heavier. You don't need any words, you just know. So you simply go to them and you offer your quiet, warm presence, a silent little reassurance that they're not alone. And so you grow, not just older, but wiser. You look out the window at the birds flying and the wind blowing, at a whole world out there that seems to be the very definition of freedom. But you're about to discover a very different kind of truth. You see, you learn a profound distinction here. Humans often think of freedom as, the ability to escape, to just run with the wind. But you discover that true freedom isn't found in leaving, it's found in belonging. And that is the final, most beautiful realization of all. This bond you have was never about ownership. It's a connection that goes so much deeper. You're not a guest here or a possession. You see it clearly now. These humans, they are your family.
And with that, your purpose becomes clear. You're more than just a cat. You are the quiet in a noisy world. You're the comfort on a really difficult day. You are a living, breathing part of what makes this house a home.
And so, this whole journey brings us to a final thought I want to leave you with. If home isn't just a place, but a feeling, then what is that feeling made of? Is it warmth? Is it safety? Or is it maybe just the silent, steady presence of belonging?